Hello, and welcome, my Cancerian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, my beloved crab cakes. Welcome to your 7-card draw. What do I need a shadow read for this full moon in September to new moon in October? I am your reader, Mark Angelo Lyons, Mal for short. Professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle production since 1998. Words of grace from a professional witch author, available on Kindle, links in the description box. The Archangel of Lyons, Mark Angelo Lyons, but you can call me Mal. And if you wonder, why is he so confident? Well, Mars conjunct Leo rising for starters, but raised by a Cancerian mother who I talk to just about every day. As a matter of fact, every Thursday night at 10 p.m. Eastern, we text each other back and forth while watching What We Do in the Shadows. And before that, on Thursday nights, 7:30 to 9:30 p.m., I am doing a Path of True Love non-sequential class series. You can jump in at any time. Links in the description box for all that. All right, let's talk about you, my crab cakes. We're doing a 7-card draw, 1 card from 7 different decks to get you clues, tips, and hints about a specific 2-week timeline. A full moon to a new moon, a waning moon read, which is, here's the visual and the sound effect. Boop, 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 right? It's shrinking, it's releasing, it's letting go, it's forgiving, it's alchemy. The shadow work. That's why it's a shadow read. If you know what shadow work is, you know what I'm talking about. It's essentially about doing your own internal alchemy, your own healing, all that jazz. Shifting the alchemical balance from lead to gold. Lead being an insulator, energy can't pass through it. Gold, which is a conductor, a very good conductor, and that's why our devices can be so very expensive, because of the gold they are using in the electronics, right? So, it's a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Check your other signs. If you want to go deeper, I made a video called Booking a Reading with Mal, which goes through not just the how to do it, that's easy, but what goes on before, during, and after for the client, as well as myself, usually. So check that out also. Otherwise, both feet on the floor. If you can, focus on your breath if you will. I will do the same to get you the clarity, guidance, and grace that I can from my collective pantheons of the divine through these pieces of cardboard to you. Cool? Please take a nice deep breath. Did I mention all the decks I read are in the bottom of the description box? It's just a Virgo thing. I'm a Virgo sun sign, so I just have to make sure I give credit where credit is due. Breathe. So I had quite an interesting mystical evening into the early morning hours, woke up in it still, ran some errands to ground myself, so here I am, first read of the day, and I've got clients all week long, so let's see if I can get all of these full to new moons out before. Let's do the timeline, right? The moon is waxing in Pisces until the moment the moon goes full, and then it goes void, of course, on Monday, the 20th of September, 7:55 p.m., which is great. You can work that Pisces moon full right up until the point where it's full, it goes void, of course. It then goes into Aries at 11:13 p.m. Waning side of it, I would be careful. But then there's some other interesting astrology in this 2-week, in case you are unaware. Letha, it's Mabon. What did I write, Letha? Mabon, autumnal equinox, right? Equal day, equal night. A time of balance, the first day of the sun in Libra. And then let's see, Mercury goes retrograde on Monday, the 27th, and stays retrograde until Monday, October 8th. But before it goes direct, we go to the new moon. This is what the reading is about, this full 2-week period. The new moon in Libra, Wednesday, October 6th, 7:05 a.m., all times Eastern. I'm in New York. Please don't make me do math. And on the same day, 2:29 p.m., Pluto goes direct. You see what I'm saying? Shadow work. Those last 3 days before new moon is dark of the moon. That's where really the shadow work kicks. What you did not work with tends to show up inside or outside of yourself. Cool? Now let's do this read. Please take a nice deep breath. So many checklists you have to do on every single video as a YouTube reader. So here we go. I call upon my collective pantheons of angels, archangels, goddesses, gods, ascended masters, general assembly, the higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above, and the totems and spirit animals for the Cancerian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign watching this video, receiving this reading. What is the dominant archetype going on in their 8th chakra hovering over the head? That will, of course, send the lesson down through every other chakra for a reason, a season, or a lifetime, even if this is not one of their big archetypal lessons in this life. They might be dealing with somebody who it is in their energy field. So this full to new September, October, they are the hero, heroine. You knew that. It's in the title. Yay. I have the hero archetype lifelong. You can have, like I said, a reason, a season, or a lifetime. Eau de toilette, cologne, perfume. Yeah, I am the hero on the hero's journey. Darlings, I love this. Action family archetype. There are 9 families. This falls into the action family. The shadow attribute, this is what you're healing. This is where you're headed. Oh, it's a good way to say that. I might keep that. I hope I remember it. The shadow attribute, escapism, and a false sense of heroism. Now that's different than, I folded a fitted sheet, ta-da! That's self-love, right? I still can't. I even watched videos with Martha Stewart, and I'm still like, I love you, woman, but I just can't. I'll just wad it up until I need it. The light attribute, what this shadow work is bringing you to, and I love this so much, passion for a journey of personal empowerment. See, people think hero, but really most of the time they're talking about the rescuer archetype, which is a healing family archetype, right? And it's funny, the avenger, which is another archetype, also action family, that's about justice. So understand, the hero, the rescuer, and the avenger, they're different. All archetypes share some common denominators with other archetypes. But this is very much Hercules, the hero's journey, Luke Skywalker, right? It's just a different context. They have to grow and develop. I mean, even Dorothy Gale in Harry Potter, right? Hero or heroine. Now, it says hero, heroine. I say hero because to me, hero is gender neutral at this point. So your personal power, I mean, anybody can have the hero's archetype, reason, season, or lifetime. But I'm feeling like this is you. Oh, please pardon the boop boops outside. It's a little hypnotic. Is that garbage? I thought it came already. The life of home ownership in a condo village. Please take a nice deep breath. We'll just breathe through the boops. At least they're backing up, right? The next 4 chakras, because this is mystical powers, the mystical journey. Your mind really has no idea what's going on up there, hence mysticism, mystery, all that. So that's mystical power. These we're going to look at: heart, third eye, crown. Well, the crown, spiritual power, mental power, power of choice, will power, what you will, what you won't, what you do, what you don't, and emotional power. Please take a nice deep breath, because this is where the shadow work usually goes on. It can be triggered by something in the lower 3 chakras, but this is where we do the healing, the forgiveness, the letting go. Breathe. As I call upon my goddesses of water, the sign of Cancer, and the powers of the West, please, 1 card in clarity for the Cancerian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign watching this video, receiving this reading. Alchemizing the hero archetype in some way, shape, or form. Come on, is that 1 or is that 2? That's 2. What is their heart, third eye, crown? Dynamic, their interior world, their yin energy, their feminine energy, the world behind their eyes, where, as I said, the alchemy usually takes place this full to new. Excellent. Strength. The strength card with the hero, darling, this is about courage. Now look, no one's born with courage. There's no special formula. It is about facing fear. Feeling the fear, doing it anyway, unless, and this is how you learn, unless the fear really is an intuitive hit of saying, danger, right? But there's a difference oftentimes between speaking your truth and wandering through a dark mystical forest, symbolically or literally, right? So look, there is no hero's journey without the facing of fear, right? I say it all the time. So much of a hero's journey without demons and dragons, right? Demons, your own within yourself, you have to face, embrace, and turn back into angels, because what's a demon but a fallen angel? Angel has forgotten who they are. And challenges, dragons along the way, and it's not always about slaying them, right? The Hydra, cut 1 head off, 2 more grow back. You ever? Yeah, laundry day. Please take a nice deep breath as we will look into the lower three chakras: root, sacrum, solar plexus. This is where your relationships in the outside world come in. Root chakra, tribal. All your roots connecting with everybody else's families, political parties, right? Friends, corporations, all of the groups you belong to. Second chakra is umbilical, so think one-on-one, like an umbilical cord, your relationship with other people, your relationship with money, which is one solid energy field that you have a relationship with, your creativity, your sexuality, all that jazz. And in your solar plexus, your relationship to yourself, your honor code, your self-esteem, your own intuition that no one else is receiving but you, right? Please take a nice deep breath. Isn't that good to know as a Cancerian? If it's in the lower three chakras, you might be, empathing somebody or a bunch of people. But solar plexus, it's usually yours. That's good to know, right? I'm a Pisces moon, I know. Breathe. To my beloved gods of water, the sign of Cancer, and the powers of the West, please, one card in clarity: root, sacrum, solar plexus. What's going on here for the Cancerian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign? Watching this video, receiving this reading, what they need to be aware of, either from the outside, looking in at them, lower three chakras, them from the inside, looking out at something involving the lower three chakras with this hero's journey and the strength within, keeping in mind it can be holographic, it can be all of that stuff. What's going on that they need to know about this full moon in September to new moon into new moon in October. Well, you got a lot of Leo energy here. I wasn't going to say it, but look, the Strength card on the inner, the Sun. It's about clarity. This is about, you can see clearly now, Lorraine is gone. Who's Lorraine? Quiche Lorraine? Has anybody seen? Little dog died bright green. Apollo here, showing you the truth, giving you the vision, giving you what you see. The happiest card in the tarot. But now I must say it, this is the fourth reading of the series where both tarot cards have been major arcana, all right? Let's see if that's a theme throughout. But I think already that shows us a pattern that there's a lot going on, a huge opportunity. And for you to be the hero, right? Being brave, being bad, being bold, being wiser, being hard, being tough, being stronger. You know what I mean? It's a great song, such a good mantra song. But with Sun, the Apollo, really a happy deal. Light, clarity. Apollo is creativity, right? And the Sun card dispels illusion. That's why the true happiness that we are, if we take the hero's journey, being courageous, following our heart, but don't follow your heart if you're, the homicidal maniac. Don't do that. That's not what that means. That means follow the truth of your heart, the eternal promptings of divine love within you, true love, if you will. Let's see. Let's ask the Ascended Masters. So far, this feels just about you. I don't know that it's a soul contract, whether you're, because it's a personal journey, but let's see what the Ascended Masters has to say. Breathe. As I call upon my beloved Ascended Masters General Assembly. Unless this is, definitely about another person in their life, not necessarily getting that. That the Sun, one would think, would really hit in the solar plexus, more personal happiness, radiating their light at full capacity. So what's the perfect healing mantra from the Matt Kahn Healing Mantra deck for the Cancerian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading on the hero's journey with the hero archetype, strength on the inner, Sun on the outer, rewriting the subconscious. The more I embrace feeling good, the less often I will feel bad. Perfect. We really do attract according to our vibration, but how do you know your vibration? By how you feel. This mantra, I want you to hear it because there's a lovely little mnemonic device, a memory, mnemonic, yeah, Johnny Mnemonic, Keanu Reeves, blessed be. A memory device. The more I embrace feeling good, the less often I will feel bad. And how this rewrites the subconscious, just on a physiological level, brain synapses, right? The more a thought is thought, the corresponding brain neurons fire. So the more they fire, the more they wire. So you are rewiring your brain. Add to that the biochemical response of the hypothalamus to every emotion you have, right? So just physiologically, there's a rewriting that's going on in brain patterns as well as in your biochemistry. And I mean, that's why prayer and meditation and, you know, all the mystical experiences that you want are magnificent, but it is the day-to-day, moment-to-moment. So it's not saying that, you know, negativity is never going to come back into your life. Come now. Until we're firmly anchored in the fifth dimensional heaven on earth and blah, 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 we're still going to be dealing with that polarity. But there's a, pardon the cough, I think that's me, not the raining, usually I can tell. But we have free will, right? We have free will and choice. So law of attraction, the truth of the universal laws has been distorted throughout the past, let's say 20, 30 years, maybe even longer than that, right? Gotta get what I want, the ego's version of it. Indirect manifestation is feeling the vibe, being creative with your energy, right? Really, and you know, and the clues of that are in all the Abraham Hicks and all the different, you know, law of attraction stuff going back to Florence Scovel Shinn and Blavatsky and all of that. That it is about how you feel. It is and you're a water sign, right? So, but don't bypass your emotions. Don't stuff them down because they gain momentum and power and then they possess you when you least expect it. So that's why you say, sure, I'm going to feel bad every now and again. But the more I embrace feeling good, look, I'm feeling good, let's do this. Don't grip onto it, those cancer pincer claws. Just breathe. Enjoy it, be there. And that's part of your empowerment. Love is divine power. If your heart is open and you're shining your light, you're feeling good. But you don't have to do that 24/7, 365 to heal, right? You're allowed. The unconditional love of the universe understands that you have stuff in the subconscious. You know, it's so funny. I don't say it to people anymore. But I'd be dealing with somebody, usually a client, sometimes even a family member, and I'd say, you got a lot of subconscious anger. Like, what do you mean by that? No, I don't. I'm like, yeah. Right? It's subconscious. So take the journey. This is wonderful. But let's do the party turner deck, shall we? Whispers of Love Oracle, voices of the higher selves of all involved. Please take a nice deep breath as the party doth turn. Breathe. As I call upon the higher selves of all involved, fifth dimension and above, eighth chakra and above, what is the whisper of love for the Cancerian collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, watching this video, receiving this reading, alchemizing the hero's archetype on the hero's journey, courage, strength on the inner, the sun, Apollo, shining their light of full capacity on the outer, rewriting their subconscious, making of their own choice to embrace feeling good so that they feel bad less often. What you got for them? This the piece of information, inspiration, insight they need. This full to new. I love this card. What's not to love about this card? It's the same art on both sides. That's how I know it's the I love you card. These are very important words. It says, I love you. These are very important words. I mean, this really feels like a light worker read, but don't forget, there are challenges on the hero's journey. Just because you got a challenge and it feels like you're repeating one does not mean you've done something wrong. Life is an upward spiral. You return to the same place sometimes, but a level higher. I love you to your own heart, to your own emotions. You're not your thoughts. You're not your emotions. It's the element of air and the element of water. Drink something, it goes right through you, right? So love even that. And I think that's good. So let's say you're having a bad day. Cancerian hermit crab yourself, right? Go into the little castle at the bottom of the aquarium and just sit there and say, whatever it is that we're feeling, we're going to face it. I love you. Talk to your heart like a child. It's a really good way to do inner child work. Talk to your heart chakra like a child, right? Cradle it. I love you. It's okay to feel this, particularly if you are an empath, feeling other people's energies, maybe even global energies in your own cell tissue. It would be very daunting, but Hero's Journey, it's a great read. I love you is your answer. Silently aloud to yourself, to your butt, whatever, to the world. And there is the truth that there's a holographic imprint of planet Earth, the color green, the heart chakra, the emerald green of the heart chakra, that even as you bless your own heart, you're blessing the planet. fifth dimensional unity consciousness will understand it eventually, because it will be our full experience. This third and fourth stuff still alchemizing. Wouldn't it be nice if you had a little animal companion on the path, or maybe a great big huge animal companion on the path? Well, we've got the Divine Animals Oracle here by Stacy DeMarco. I love her name, and I feel like I must have known a girl named Stacy DeMarco growing up on Long Island. Hey, Stace, let's go for a butt behind the gym. In 4th grade. So let's see what your totems and or spirit animals are walking with you on the hero's journey. Breathe. I love this deck. It does take a second to go pre-verbal, though. As I call upon the totems and the animal spirits for the Cancerian collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading, who walks with them, who guides them, who is their constant companion on this hero's journey that crablets find themselves on, a personal path of empowerment, strength on the inner, sun on the outer, rewriting the subconscious with I love you, I love you, I love you, please. Who's walking with them to give them the help that they need this full to new? Snow leopard. Meow. Here, I don't know if you can see it. It's a kitty cat. I call it Star Kitty. Like Star Booty, but not. I'll leave that there before I get demonetized. I need the magnifying glass for this. Snow leopard, the Watcher. Oh, how very Marvel Universe. Card number 15. Big bald guy. Fucking voyeur. Card number 15. The Snow Leopard. Now, there's a lot of info in the bookie book here. I'm just going to read you the intro, right, telling you a little bit about it, and then the magic. Here we go. Breathe this in. Snow Leopard, the Watcher. Take the high road, hero. Do not sink to the level of low vibration. Isn't this what we were talking about, rewriting the subconscious? Observe the situation closely before acting. Being silent is an option. Did I mention I was raised by a Cancerian mother who didn't let on until after? Yeah, and I just told you now. Ethics is the #1 concern. What's the opposite of a hero? A villain. What's the difference? Ethics, honor codes, solar plexus, sun in the solar plexus there. It is best not to continually draw attention to yourself just for the sake of filling up your ego. There's a lot of Leo energy on the table. A little mystery is a good thing. So the Watcher, who watches the Watcher, the higher beings, they're pretty cool. The magic. Snow leopard magic is all about the power of being the silent watcher, right? Because it's a snow leopard. It can like camouflage just by being outside, right? In the snow. Western society is an extroverted one with the emphasis on the individual and on being seen. I feel attacked. No, I don't. Yet there is much advantage to examining. I made up a new word. There is much. Where did I lost it? Wait. Observe. There is much advantage to examining things quietly and observing before making decisions. Taking your time and observing a situation before you decide the next step is the next steps is wise. It's not good grammar. Snow leopard magic is mysterious and ethical, and can be used when you need assistance in taking the righteous path. This is very hero-oriented, I gotta say. So look, like I said, the opposite of a hero is a villain. Now, every villain thinks they're a hero on some level, unless they really are aware of what they're doing, which makes them way more dangerous, I think. Or maybe not. Maybe the ones who think they're heroes but are acting like villains are way more dangerous. So there's the choice, right? The sun is shining. You might very well be seeing things clearly. Solar plexus. It's in my book, Words of Grace, but I learned it from Carolyn Mace, Anatomy of the Spirit, about the solar plexus dynamic of that's where you store your honor code. It's changing and evolving, but there's some parts of it that are just the soul, right? Just the part of who we are. Like, be honest, be kind, be cool, you know, be loving, don't hurt people, right? Pray for, you know, whatever that is. Then it gets more personal, individual, but there could be a lot of conditioning from our families, from our societies there. Well, I lied because blah, 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 blah. Like, and we explain it, and we watch people in our lives do that, and it goes into the cellular memory. So rewriting the subconscious here. Are you a Superman or a Wonder Woman? I'm a Wonder Witch. Right? I just last card down. We had Stacy DeMarco. Guess who we got next? Lucy Cavendish, dealing with both sides of my family, the Italian and the Celtic. The mystical Celtic blessing cards to enrich and empower. Blessed be. Last card down. I love this deck. We started with the collective pantheons with the archetype deck, and this is them giving you the blessing. Not just giving it to you now, the blessing that's in all of this if you do the shadow read, meaning it's already there before you ever watched this video. This blessing is at the top, here, come here, right at the top of the mountain that the hero and the heroine are climbing to, right? You see it from that higher place, and I don't think you're that far away with that courage and that sun card. Please take a nice deep breath. My beloved pantheons of the divine, please, what is the blessing you have placed upon the Cancerian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading that they may not see until they really get to a certain place in the hero's journey, that passion for a path of personal empowerment with courage, with the strength card on the inner, really following their heart, following their grace, following their guidance, opening their heart, and as a result, them really shining from that solar plexus place, their self-esteem intact, although self-esteem is a verb, not a noun, but their sense of self, that, you know, their own light, their own truth, their own clarity, really shining before them on the path, rewriting their subconscious, at some point choosing to embrace feeling good so they will feel bad less often with those simple 3 words of the mantra, I love you. And being the watcher, maybe stepping back a bit, watching their thoughts, watching the emotions, blessing their emotions, feeling what they're feeling, doing the shadow work. So my collective pantheons, what's the blessing in all of this for the Cancerians this full to new September, October? Morrigan's blessing of peace after battle. They called in the Morrigan. It's the last card in the deck, I'll tell you that. I know that one pretty damn sure. Card number 46. It's a very interesting depiction of the Morrigan, more in her maiden phase. You often see her as the Great Queen, which is what Morrigan means, or the crone, the threefold goddess. Now, even though this is Celt, the Morrigan, the Great Queen, right? Look at what the feminine energy has been going through for the past, 2,000, 3,000 years. This is a very intense card, and it actually has let me just read it to you. Magical tools nearby. Please take a nice deep breath. I'm going to give you this blessing to the best of my ability. Do it through me, Morrigan. I love you. There's a statue of her right there, by the way. Card number 46, Morrigan's blessing of peace after battle. A traditional blessing for those who have suffered hard times to be returned to peace and prosperity. Here we go. Peace is high as the sky, sky to the earth, earth beneath sky. Strengthen everyone, a cup very full, a fullness of honey. Honor enough, summer in winter. Spear supported by shield, shield supported by forts. Forts, fierce, eager for battle. fleece from sheep, woods grown with antler tips. Forever destructions have departed. Nuts of trees. Forever destructions have departed. A branch dropping down from growth. Wealth for a son very learned. Neck of bull, a bull from a song. Knots in woods. Wood for a fire. Fire as wanted. Palisades new and bright. Salmon, the fish, in their victory. The boyne, their shelter. Long story. Shelter with an excellence of length. New growth after spring. In autumn, horses increase over the land. Land told of with the excellent of word. Be might to the eternal most excellent woods. Peace as high as the sky. 9 times eternal. Blessed be. A Morgan's blessing of peace after battle. The blessing in all of this is really that you are going to get the power that you're looking for, the paying off of following your heart, being courageous with the loyalty and the clarity of the Sun card, solar plexus dynamic, rewriting the subconscious, doing your best to enjoy it, embracing feeling good with those 3 magic words, I love you. As the silent watcher of your thoughts of others, you will feel this blessing after a time, and not a bad way, actually, to kick off a new moon. So now you might not know what to kind of cast for. Let me give you the blessing. May the Cancerian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading, the blessed cardinal water signs be blessed with all that they need. This new full moon to new moon, September and October, that they may take the hero's journey with great courage, following their truth, opening their heart, being honorable, being clear, being happy, rewriting their subconscious, embracing feeling good so they feel bad less often with the 3 simple words, I love you, which is what their higher selves are saying to them, is what they're saying to their inner child, bringing the unity consciousness of true love through their whole being as the silent watcher. Perfect for a Cancerian. They don't got to say anything, they don't. But eventually they will see the blessing of peace after battle, because they were in right use rather than abuse, because they were honorable instead of honorable, because they chose to be the hero over the villain again and again and again. May they be so blessed, and may their shining but perhaps silent example light this world, anchoring forever. A world of peace where battles have passed and unity reigns for the well-being of all. So motivated. So it is. A kick-ass read, my Cancerians. Holy crap cakes, Batman. Selena Kyle realness. Oh my god. If you liked it, like it. Want more, subscribe. Want to read my book? You know how. Want a reading? You watch the video. You know how. Taking clients, doing the best that I can, serving all 12 signs, but I have a special place in my heart for my Cancerian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. So comment if you like, share if you will, like it if you like it. Otherwise, wishing you all the very best and the very blessed of this full moon to new moon, September into October, my beloved crab cakes. Hail, farewell, and blessed be.